local, late breaking. This is KZI 9 News at 5.
Tomorrow marks 1 year since the October 7th terrorist attacks on multiple towns and villages in Israel, killing countless civilians. Thanks for joining us this evening. I'm Albert James. In our top story here at 5, KZI 9 News reporter Aaron Ariano shows us how Jewish people in our area plan to remember the horrors of the Hamas attacks and reflect on the impact it's had on the Jewish community.
Since October 7th, 2023, we've seen members of the local Jewish community mourn during some of their holiest holidays. We've seen pro-Palestinian protests over the war that followed. But Jewish leaders want to make sure tomorrow is properly used to remember that terrible day.
This was a horrific attack, probably the worst since the Holocaust on the Jewish people.
That's Dr. Martha McRitchie, president of the Jewish Federation of Lane County. And in conversation about the horrific October 7th attacks and the subsequent war that followed, she wants to make one thing clear. Monday's one-year anniversary will be about remembrance.
We will be gathering together as a community in support of one another, honor those who died on October 7th, and to use many of the traditions of grieving in the Jewish faith.
On Monday, many, if not all, Jewish vigils to remember October 7th in our area will be held in private. McRitchie says the Jewish Federation of Lane County has plans for a vigil with Organ Hillel and Temple Beth Israel, and she hopes people understand that war in the wake of October 7th, 2023 has put Jewish people in a difficult spot.
The Jewish community is not monolithic. We have a variety of political opinions. We have a variety of religious observances. So I can't speak for any group in terms of what's happened since October 7th.
The vigils tomorrow will not only remember those who were lost, but those who still remain captive. Israel says over 100 hostages remain missing since the attacks 1 year ago.
But the most important thing is for the hostages who still remain alive to be released safely.
Coming up on KZI 9 News at 6, hear from pro-Palestinian supporters about the 1 year of war since October 7th. Reporting in Eugene, Aaron Ariano, KZI 9 News.
All right, Aaron, thank you very much. And as people across the world remember the terrorist attack that killed 1,200 people and demonstrate against the ensuing fighting, reportedly killing thousands in the Gaza Strip, Israel is stepping up its bombardment of northern Gaza and southern Lebanon, as it targets Hezbollah fighters. An intense bombing campaign targeted Beirut overnight, overwhelming rescue crews. And today, Israel launched a new ground operation into northern Gaza, telling residents there to evacuate. Fears of a wider conflict in the Middle East continue to grow as the world waits for Israel to respond to Iran's missile strikes last week. Israeli defense officials will be in Washington, D.C. this week to meet with Defense Secretary Lloyd Austin and talk about security in the region. Back here at home.